Sorry, folks. Thank you for bearing with us. Anyway. Okay, so today is Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. The time is 2:20 p.m. We've been delayed because of technical difficulties. I'm calling a meeting to order. Attending are Commissioners Duncan, Brooks, and Phillips. And I'm going to ask Michelle, lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right, can we approve the consent calendar, please?
I move that we approve the consent calendar.
Leslie, did you second?
Yes.
Okay.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, the motion is carried. Moving on to the payables list.
I move that we approve the payables list in the amount of $483,520.53.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Okay, do we have any changes to the agenda? Hearing none, first action item. Electronic media release for the Ramsey Z Wall information. And it's the, I guess the contractor is Jacobs, and this is JP from Solid Waste. Go right ahead, JP.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. John Phillips for the record. Jacobs, an engineering firm working for the Solid Waste Department, has supplied Kootenai County Solid Waste with this electronic media release form to be approved before releasing certain electronic documents. Jacobs has requested that Kootenai County sign this form to acknowledge certain risks and responsibilities when using any of their supplied electronic files. This electronic media request was reviewed by Jamila Holmes, and she has indicated that this is pretty straightforward language and appears to be acceptable. In summary, the Solid Waste Department requests that you approve and sign this electronic media release document from Jacobs.
Any questions for JP? Motion?
I move that we approve and sign the electronic media release document for the Ramsey Z Wall with Jacobs.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion is carried.
It's a bad connection.
Yeah, it is a bad, anyway, item number 2, renewal memorandum of understanding for emergency transportation, Coeur d'Alene School District 271. Sarah, Office of Emergency Management.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Sarah Lafredo, OEM for the record. And this first agenda item for the MOU renewal with the Coeur d'Alene School District is just for emergency transportation. The only updates we made was just the contact information for the new director of OEM, which is Tiffany Westbrook, and the 2 new contacts for the Coeur d'Alene School District, Dean Keck and Jeff Fowler, with the newest superintendent, Sean Hawker.
He's still on the phone, but can't hear anything.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Sarah, you wanted, yeah, we just took care of it. Sarah, would you repeat that, please?
Sorry, yes, it's just the renewal of the MOU with the Coeur d'Alene School District with the newest contacts, pretty much.
For 271. So, Leslie, you're okay with that, right?
Yes, the next 3 are all renewals of MOUs.
Okay. All right, then. If there are no questions, motion.
I move that we approve all the MOUs with School District 271, School District 44. That would be it. And
That would be it for those 2,
Yeah.
yeah. So, we're taking items 2 and 3 together. Okay. Go right ahead, Leslie.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion is carried. So item number 4, which is the renewal and also an MOU, memorandum of understanding for the use of facility at the Human Rights Education Institute. Once again, OEM. Sarah.
Hi, yes, Sarah Lafredo again for the record. It is practically the same MOU again. There was just some minor changing of words to be more consistent with the updated versions of the MOUs. And again, we just updated the contacts to Tiffany and the new executive director, Jeanette Laster, and the new board president, Jason Tapani.
Okay. Questions? Motion?
I move that we approve the renewal of the memorandum of understanding / use facility with the Human Rights Education Institute, NOEM.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan, Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion is carried.
Sounds
Okay, moving on to item 5. Traffic Enforcement Grant Project Agreement with the Idaho Transportation Department and our Office of Highway, which is their Office of Highway Safety, and our KCSO. Is this Stephanie?
Correct. Stephanie Drobny for the record. It's just the annual agreement that we put in with the Idaho Transportation so that we can apply for mini grants, equipment funding, and then participate in mobilizations like DUI enforcement, impaired driving enforcement. But we have to have that agreement with them in order to put in for that funding.
Okay. There are no questions. Motion?
I move that we approve the Traffic Enforcement Grant Project Agreement with the Idaho Department of Transportation Department, our KCSO.
Second.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion's carried. Item number 6. Walmart Local Community Grant Award, Holidays and Heroes Program with our Resource Management Office. In behalf of KCSO, go ahead, Kim.
Hello, this is Deputy Franson with the Sheriff's Office for the record.
Oh, okay, go
we
right
were
ahead.
finally approved. Yep, yeah, we were approved for the grant via Walmart for $4,000. The typical grant that we put in for is between $4,000 and $5,000. Because of the new process, this one took a little longer, and they had already given some other funding away. However, it was awarded, and the Sheriff's Office, I believe, already has the check from Walmart for that from the local branch. And we just will put that in the account for carryover for next year to be able to use it or sponsor some last-minute families depending on community needs this year.
Okay. Any questions for Deputy?
I'm confused. Would you make that motion?
Okay. So basically, so this is item number 6. So I will motion that we approve the Walmart Local Community Grant Award for the Holidays and Heroes Program, sponsored by our Resource Management Office and our Sheriff's Organization.
Okay, I second that motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion's carried. Item number 7, tenant estoppel certificate at 1450 Northwest Boulevard and Northwest Building Investments, LLC. This is the lease facility for our public defender and BOCC. Leslie, did you want to take this?
Sure. What has happened is the building has been sold, so we have signed, or we're going to sign this certificate that indicates we do have an existing lease and new owners are going to honor our lease.
Okay, so they're taking over the lease. Okay, any questions? Okay, you want to make the motion, Leslie?
Sure. I move that we ratify the execution of the estoppel certificate for 1450 Northwest Boulevard and Northwest Boulevard, Building Investments, LLC.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan, Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Item number 8, approve funding of the phone system upgrade, information technology. James.
Now, does this have anything to do with what's happening here?
It
It's
it
kind of
does
a bad
not,
day
with
to
all
be-
due respect, with the phone issues, I'm a little gun shy, like I was telling them. This is not, has anything to do with the phone
Okay.
system, but it is phone related. James Martin from IT for the record. We've been working in tandem with our phone vendor, First Line, and we've identified a few pieces of equipment that are getting kind of old and subject to potential failure. We've also identified an upgrade path and have come up with a cost of $27,000 for the equipment replacement and the professional services to install it. Normally, it's something we would budget for next year, but with the urgency of the phone equipment, plus the fact that our recently completed network firewall project came in at under budget. We budgeted initially 200,000. It came in at 165 due to some end-of-year discounts. So there's $35,000 available that we were hoping to apply towards the phone system upgrade, doing it now rather than later to hopefully ward off any phone system issues. So that's my request.
Any questions for,
Do it now instead of doing it later,
Right.
and we do have the money.
We do have the money from the leftover.
Leslie, any questions?
Get her done.
Okay,
Better.
motion,
I move that we approve the funding of the phone system upgrade for IT.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
aye, and the motion's carried. Thank you, James. Moving on to item 9, designated examination agreement for county assistant civil prosecuting attorney.
Braden, Civil Deputy Prosecuting Attorney for the record. This is simply a renewal of the agreement we've had with Robin Jacobson for the last several years to do first DE exams in the evenings and on the weekends when she is not working for the county in her primary position. She does do these as an independent contractor. You'll be glad to know that she did not raise her rates this year. They will be the same as they have been in 2021. So I would recommend that you approve the agreement for next year.
Okay, Pat, what was her name again, please?
Robin Jacobson.
Oh, Robin Jacobson. Okay, thank you. Okay, you know what? I'll make the motion here. Okay, so I move that we approve the designation of the examination agreement for county assistance with Robin Jacobson, sponsored by our civil prosecuting attorney, in this case, Pat Braden. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Thank you, Pat. Item number 10.
Thank you.
Approve the temporary full-time legal assistant position, the overlap training between the two, prosecuting attorney. Barry McHugh, go ahead, Barry.
Thank you, Commissioners. Barry McHugh for the record. This is a request to fund a position that will be full-time with benefits accruing, time against, for purposes of health benefits and that kind of thing. But it will be a temporary position while this person is training until the retirement of the legal assistant who is in place right now. I'm requesting that it be backdated to yesterday. The funding for the position should be budget neutral, as I've had a couple positions that were not filled during the first part of the fiscal year. One attorney position and actually 2 attorney positions. So it shouldn't have any budget impact. The benefit will be that we're replacing somebody who's been with the county a long time, very experienced, and just to learn the variety of tasks that she's responsible for would be very difficult to do without having this overlap of time. And so I'm requesting the board approve this position.
Okay. And you made an adjustment to the overlap time, is that correct?
When you say adjustment, what do you mean?
When you came to us, before us last week, you needed to add a couple of weeks, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
I did, yeah.
Okay. All right. Any questions? Leslie, do you want to take this one?
Sure. I move that we approve the overlap for the legal assistant position as outlined.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan,
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Thank you, Barry.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Item number 11, contract for 5 para buses, Creative Bus Sales, Resource Management Office. Is this Kim or is it Jody?
This is Kim Riley for the record. Thank you. We're requesting your signature on the contract for 5 demand response buses. These will replace buses which have exceeded their useful life.
Okay. How do we pay? Are these grant funded, Kim?
Correct. They're all grant funded,
Okay.
and we have the funding already.
Kim, this is Bill Brooks. What do we do with those buses that have, are past their useful life?
We go through the same process that the county goes through. We follow policy there. Depending on the assessed value, if they exceed a certain amount, then part of it could go back to FTA. We just have to let them know. So we follow county policy and then determine, depending upon the existing value, if they go over, we will have to go to FTA for guidance. If not, they would go to auction.
Okay.
Josh is on the line if you have specific questions. I'm not sure which specific buses are going to be discarded, but he might have more information if you have it.
How old are the existing buses?
Over 6 years. This is Josh for the record.
Okay, good.
Josh, what kind of mileage are on these buses, roughly?
They're exceeding the useful life. We're at over about 50,000 right now, and they still have to last till possibly the end of next year. But based on FTA's useful life, they were replaced by time.
Yeah, you're breaking up. Okay, that's all right. Are you okay, Bill?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You know what? I'll make the motion. So with regard to item 11, I make a motion that we approve the contract for 5 para buses with Creative Bus Sales as depicted by our Resource Management Office.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Thank you, guys. Item number 12, purchase order for 5 handheld radios, accessories with Motorola. And again, Resource Management Office. Kim?
Yes, thank you. Kim Riley again for the record. This is just requesting your authorization to proceed with the purchase of 5 handheld radios. These will replace the radios that we received that were transferred to us from KCSO. They had already exceeded their life with them, and we're starting to have some difficulties. So we'd like to replace those, and this also fully expends an award that FTA would like us to utilize.
Okay. Questions?
Just one. What are these exactly used for? Are they for bus drivers? Are they for the transit center?
Josh, do you want to take that, or Chad?
These radios will be used to, These radios will be used to communicate with bus drivers on the road.
Thank you.
It's for the staff to communicate with them. Sorry.
Leslie, you want to make the motion, please?
Sure. I move that we approve the purchase order for the 5 handheld radios and accessories.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Phillips.
Aye, motion's carried. Item number 13, Resolution 2021-115, dealing with unscheduled revenues. Our auditor, Dena, go right ahead, please.
Thank you, Commissioners. Before you have resolution number 2021-115. This is to close out our fiscal year 2021 budget. What you see before you is a listing of items that we added to the budget over the course of the fiscal year, and this is the formal resolution to adopt those changes to the budget. The total amendments to the budget for 2021 is $60,200,941, which brings our final 2021 budget to $159,150,335. All of these entries are already in the system. This is just the formal adoption.
So if somebody were to ask, what is the county's budget? 159
For 2021,
or
yes.
2021?
Most of these items, the first part of it is all of the capital carry forwards we had from the previous year. So that's a piece of a prior year's budget that's being bumped into the new budget. So it lives in the new budget, so we say that that's the 2021 budget, even though the money came from 2020. That makes sense. And then the rest of it is fund balance appropriations and mainly grant awards, the largest of which is the ARPA fund.
The ARPA funds, okay. Interesting. Any questions? Bill, you want to make the motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 2021-115, unscheduled revenues with the Auditor's Office.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, and the motion's carried. Thank you, Dena. Item 14, Resolution 2021-118, to surplus a vehicle. Deb Nadeau, Juvenile Probation, our Director. Go right ahead, Deb.
Thank you, Commissioners. We would like a resolution to surplus a 2006 Chevy Cobalt. We replaced 3 vehicles back in October with new fleet vehicles. 2 of those old vehicles were transferred to community development. I've had no takers on this 2006 Cobalt, so we would like to surplus it, get it out of the way for snow removal and such things.
Okay. Leslie, you want to take this one, please?
Sure. I move that we approve Resolution 2021-118, which is the surplus of a vehicle for juvenile probation.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, and the motion's carried. Thank you, Deb. Item 15, Resolution 2021-119, to surplus property from information technology. Go right ahead, Matt.
Hi, Matthew Snow for the record. This resolution is to declare community development software that we purchased, I think, back in 2007 as surplus. We replaced it with new software this summer.
Okay. Bill?
I have a question. Is there any worth to this?
I don't believe we can sell it. You have to have a license from the vendor to operate it, so.
I don't know. I, ready for a motion?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I move that we approve Resolution 2021-119, surplus property for information technology.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan. Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion's carried. Item 16, Resolution 2021-120, cancellation of taxes, penalties, and interest for AIN 101750 and 1607, Lincoln LLC and Commercial Property Management LLC. This is our public defender's, I want to say, former location, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Leslie? Or is it the...
Yes.
I can take this.
Part of our agreement with the lease is we would pay taxing entities, and then we would cancel the county portions of taxes. Moving forward to the new location, we will only be canceling a portion of the county taxes, and all the other taxing entities will be taken care of by the owner.
Nancy, did you have anything to add?
No, just we're going to be canceling, just like Leslie said, the county portion of the taxes only of $2,088.86. We will be paying the remaining taxing districts and the aquifer protection fee for this building.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Motion, Leslie?
I move that we approve Resolution 2021-120, which is the cancellation of taxes, penalties, and interest for AIN 101750.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan. Chairman Philios.
Aye, and the motion is carried. So that concludes the action item segment of our meeting. Moving on to status. Status update pending. So the first item is facilities expansion. Leslie?
Wait until February when we have the new going for us.
When is the meeting again?
February.
Oh, okay. All right. Pack Airport lease. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Wally hasn't gotten back to us. He said he needed more time to get to his board.
Okay. Do you know when that meeting is?
Nope.
Okay. I suspect.
We need to get him off the dime.
Yeah. All right, so Wally needs to meet with his board.
We
Okay.
And
need to-
Bill's on board, so Bill will know when the next meeting's scheduled, when they do schedule it.
Yeah, we need to facilitate that meeting, so we get it
Probably
going.
January, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah, we should move it.
Yep.
Okay, we gotta get a decision
Yes,
one way or
right.
another. Okay, impact fee analysis, go ahead.
We've got a meeting tomorrow with Galena Consulting, and Westcott. Should be a very interesting meeting.
Okay. North Lot land sale,
Yeah, I'm gonna work with Dave to, get that letter out to the owner. We haven't been able to put it together yet.
okay. Now, were they supposed to get back with us, Leslie?
Yes, but since they have failed to
Okay.
respond with counter offer that they said they were going to send, I figured we would send them a letter and, hopefully gain some contact.
Got it, okay, fair enough. Skeet and Gun Club, anything?
They're waiting on that third part of the assessment, I mean, the
Appraisal?
appraisal.
Okay,
I talked to Steve about 1 o'clock. He said we still haven't got it.
okay. Leslie, did you want to add anything?
No?
Okay. And then I'll read the ARPA statement. Requests for Kootenai County ARPA funding are now undergoing evaluation. If you have any questions or comments about the American Rescue Plan Act or Kootenai County's evaluation process, please direct them to the ARPA@kcgov.us email address. And public comment?
Hey, Chris, this is Jody Beasy.
Yeah.
I don't know if, I just want to make a clarification that on the pair of buses, it's 6 years and 150,000 miles. Josh is still on the wire if Bill would like to hear additional information on the buses, and I apologize for the breakup.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So are you saying the buses have 150,000 on them?
Yes, by the time that they would be
Okay, but
potentially through the process, it's 150,000, but Josh can speak to it more specifically if there were any additional questions that you may have specific to the miles.
you okay, Bill? Yeah, Bill's okay. Okay, thank you for the clarification, Jody. Appreciate it. So,
Bye-bye.
no public comment? 2:47, meeting adjourned. Thank you. So-